Okay, I guess it's time to read that enormous note. I'm not really looking forward to it, having read it before and it destroying my throat, my whole speech apparatus, but I did it before, I can do it again. Yeah, this is one of the biggest and most important lore dumps in the whole game. This world has changed dramatically because of an exceptionally interesting machine named Yang. The following are the details. Yang was born with an unusual high ego level and greatly exceeded the average in fuel efficiency and engine power. I can't think of much reason for a machine like this to be born. The most likely reason is the absence of a shadow. You can see examples of this in machines like Hajime. It is already clear that there is a strong connection between shadows and machines. The higher the machine's abilities, the paler the shadow's existence. But we still do not know if this is true, because there are cases like Psyche, which I will go into details later. However, when we consider the perverse obsession Yang had against this world, I think we can see that some kind of negative element towards shadows exists within him. If Yang's dream diary is discovered, I expect to find severe decline or deterioration of the shadow's real world described in it. If so, we might be able to find some sort of coherence in Yang's series of actions, which I will write below. The first thing Yang did was female hunting. Today's imbalance of males and females started from this point. I do not know why his first target was female machines, but this probably has something to do with the world of shadows too. An extremely unique method was used to dismantle female machines. Yang, who noticed the relationship between machines and sound, used the music box to dismantle female machines. Given that Lau was already succeeded in the wave therapy experiment, it must have been natural for Yang to abuse that theory. A resonator was attached to the music box, and the waves emanated from it drove every machine mad. But these waves must have affected Yang too. I'm amazed at how high Yang's ego level was, that he managed to avoid falling apart in such a situation. And his real nature might be hidden behind the reason for this self-destructive action he has taken. At the time, Yang met the most important female machine in his life, Juice. This extraordinary female machine did not fall apart even with the waves emanated from the music box with a resonator. Juice's ego level must have surpassed Yang's. There is another thing that is amazing about Juice. This female machine has a shadow, Psyche. This shadow with a name, deified by some, is Juice's shadow. Juice is a perfect existence that should not exist in this world. If I were to consider the possibilities of things like this happening, the only possibility I can think of is the complete loss of the shadow's real world. I'm not sure if this is true, but this meeting with Juice marked the end of his female hunting. The next thing Yang started was shadow hunting. This makes sense because shadows are odd beings in this world and were nothing but a nuisance to Yang. The existence of shadows is a crucial element that makes this world transient. This truth must have been very irritating for Yang, who had a sense of aversion or hostility towards shadows. To Yang, this world was one and only world, and at the same time, a prison. I must make a confession. I did not invent the horoscope to eliminate shadows. It may sound like an excuse, but that function was a side effect. However, because of the horoscope I have invented, this world's shadows were virtually annihilated. No, annihilated is not correct. They have been turned into ethereal shadows, to be exact. Furthermore, Yang came up with the idea of putting the evaporation of shadows using the horoscope on show. This was the beginning of the new world. Yang's decline to be known coming from his self-destructiveness and loneliness showed no signs of stopping. The new world shows, which started with the shadow murder show using the horoscope, changed into more direct and ridiculous shows like the Fire Show featuring female machines and ego-destroying show in which machines were dismantled. In retrospect, it is strange that the machines of this world accepted such things. However, if you consider this world to be basically the same as the world of Yang for everyone, it does make some sense. In fact, there is no denying that I felt a strong sense of disgust, but at the same time felt my emotion heightened by those shows. However, a more essential and important problem emerged: the decrease of sewage. Needless to say, the sewage is the waste produced by female machines. Because of Yang's female hunting, the number of female machines decreased dramatically. I must say that this was an all too inevitable result. This is something that was discovered through research conducted for the first time after the decrease of sewage, but the vaporizing component of the sewage was absolutely necessary to maintain the ego level of machines. The decrease in number of female machines, the decrease of sewage, and the truth that all machines cannot maintain their existence without sewage, Yang must have been irritated with the antinomy created between his desire-driven actions and their consequences. However, the actions Yang took were clear-cut. He solved this problem by making only two changes possible to him. One was the modification of juice, the other was the installment of floodgates. If there is not enough sewage, just make more. If it is still not enough, make it so that it becomes enough. The establishment of the Milky Fuel Station might have been against Yang's will, because Yang unintentionally played a role of bringing something societal into this disorderly world. The modification of juice not only produced large amounts of sewage, but also a great deal of milky fuel. But the milky fuel provided by juice was not available to all male machines. Even the modification of juice was not enough to eliminate the supply shortage of milky fuel. Yang has only reduced the number of female machines. So, the three female machines who were placed on show at the New World were added. It was convenient that the three female machines had ego level far higher than the average female machines, although they were nowhere near juiced. The memories of the New World were erased from the three female machines by Ain, and they were placed in the Milky Fuel Station. This is now the Milky Fuel Station system based on juice, and the three female machines were established. Perhaps this was a blessing in disguise for these machines, because they might have been dismantled if the sewage didn't decrease. I cannot help but make mention here of a problem which Yang didn't saw coming. The imprinting stone was sealed because the floodgates were installed, although this might not have been a coincidence considering Yang's action to this point. The imprinting stone is what makes shadows shadows. It turns a shadow into a perfect existence. The shadows in this world are imperfect. Conversely, you can say that they are able to exist in this world because they are imperfect. Even Sagi cannot escape from this fact, although she seems like a perfect existence in this world. Because the existence of a perfect shadow relativizes this world. One perfect shadow corresponds to this entire world. No, this expression is not quite accurate. This is only my hypothesis. It can be no more than a hypothesis due to the nature of the subject in discussion. But I suspect that what corresponds to a perfect shadow is the whole world of an individual. We are only inhabitants of somebody's world, and you are only an inhabitant in my world. I'm not talking about each individual's world here. We are definitely sharing this world and are only constituents of this world. At least it seems so. However, this is probably not the case. Only as somebody's world exists. For that matter, only my world exists. I don't mean to discuss philosophy here, I won't question who I is. The important thing is that because the imprinting stone was sealed, this world was turned into an endless world for all machines. This might have been a satisfying result for Yang, it must have been so initially at least. But now Yang doesn't have the passion he used to have. The self-destructive flame has waned, and only loneliness is left in him. Yang is stalled because the paradigm has reached its limit. Okay, so I mixed up the horoscope thing. It was for destroying the shadows. And I'm not sure, but maybe it's just more clear now, but it feels like there's more significance on Juice now, rather than Yang, even. He was destroying everything, but it feels less like a main character now, if that makes sense. I'm getting a bit ahead of the plot as it's presented in the game, but I'm just like trying to piece things together how things come even after my analysis. Especially getting new info and like refreshing my mind with the old. Because I feel like with the new info I might need to make a new analysis or like an addition to it. So I'm just trying to piece things together as nice as I can. So yeah, we need the sneakers now. Okay, I hope I won't need to re-enter the code. I do have it written down, but it's just a bit annoying to do. Okay, I don't. That's great. Okay, and here are the triggers. Core memory. Well, I guess it's time for another swim then. Oh yeah, and we have a new score to play to the Lou. Torlop score. Thank you. This. Key to Medici's room. Ah, that bastard. And she has a key. I guess he might have dropped it or something. Man, this guy's a real bastard. Hehehehe, you peeping Tom. During a bone replacement surgery, the bolts on the frame are taken off one by one, like this. And along with it, the ego level drops lower and lower. Like the tuning of motors, a bone replacement surgery puts tremendous strain on the body. It's because replacing frame is almost like dismantling. That's why the machines is given ego recovering liquid intravenously to prevent its ego levels from becoming zero. But you know what? I love seeing female machines suffer during this. You sick fuck. Hehehe. You know you hold it within a hair's breadth. Within a hair's breadth of becoming zero. Yeah, I fail it sometimes, but it's not a big deal. Just another female machine gone from this world. You just throw it into the sewage reservoir in the back and it's over. He's even more fucked up than he used to be. Goddamn. When Lou was brought here, she was at the edge of falling apart. So she probably doesn't remember a thing. How disappointing. She can't do anything if I don't stir her stomach, you know? Ain't I so kind? I can't stomach this guy. He was bad before, but now he's absolutely terrible. Anything new from that guy? You should forget about shadows. Didn't I tell you? Frogs are my favorite thing. Hey, have you caught any big ones? Okay. Swimming we go again. The colors in the sewage seems different. It used to be a lot more red as far as I can remember. It's a lot softer now. I guess it matches the mood with the soundtrack. It was quite foreboding looking before. Now it's just melancholic. Everything's being so washed out. Sneakers, 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 sneakers. Hand over the core memory. This is... yes, this is it. My head hurts. I can't stand it. Something is missing. Something. I have to go. I have to go. I have to go. So there's that. Now what? Do I go back to Guattari? Volcarino Toy Works. Yeah, that's kinda hard to notice because it gets cut off. And 4x3 aspect. Okay, anything new? Oh. Do you feel something guiding you right now? I guess? Oh, you do? I feel a little jealous. I wonder why. That wasn't my job. Guess I'm going back to Guattari then. Guess it could be useful to have a trap here. So I don't get stuck without fuel. I see. Your shadow was gone looking for the imprinting stone. The core memory shapes the memory surface layer, and the imprinting stone substantializes that surface layer. The light emitted from the imprinting stone comes from a different world. When the shadow finds the imprinting stone, a thing called the paradox hole emerges. This all connects this world and the Shadow's original world. When the Shadow becomes a truly odd existence in this world, the two worlds become connected. And the only ability Shadows have is the ability to create this hole, but... Did you read that book? It explained about floodgates, didn't it? Oh, it has nothing to do with you. Let's not get further into it. Go see Young at the Milky Fuel Station. If you can shut him up, you'll be able to open the floodgates. Here, take this with you. A machine named Shen left this to me. You decide what to do with this. Chapter 8, Young. Crime is just a result. Action is just a result. You have no control over the results. Disputing about results can only produce the definition of the expediency to satisfy a third person. What is the point of giving comfort to someone irrelevant to you? Figuring out why something happened won't solve anything. Because the answer exists from the beginning. The answer cannot be the solution. And what's most troubling is that the cause of an occurrence is also nothing more than a result of an action. What? What a fool I am. I didn't gamble on the possibility, I was directed to the impossibility. I didn't want to know what's going to happen. I tried to figure out what has already happened. I thought Ain and I are at opposite poles. But we were just two sides of the same coin after all. Time to head back. I guess we have the combination for the lock now. For the box in my house. Also, is the Gotar and Ain back and forth already starting? I thought that was kinda post-ending stuff in the original, so a bit after this. I guess what was ending in the first is no longer an ending. So might have been switched around a bit. I imagine that soon this game might start getting way different from the original. Because we're sort of nearing the original ending. No one here. Ooh. Key to Love's room. Hey. That's empty. Should we just go to Love's room? I'm a bit lowish in fuel, but I should have enough for that. Yeah, that's not Lao. Wait, where is it? Oh, I guess Lao and Ulu are different people. I kinda mix them together in my head. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's kinda funny how his head is a barrel. I guess that could be fuel tank. Who are you? I'm busy with my research, go away. I told you I'm busy. Give me a break. You just don't get it, do you? I want nothing to do with others. I'm sure you can go further. Your body still has room for further modifications at Morimagi's place. But I think there is something more. I guess it's too early to bother him. Yeah, I believe we could only unlock this place way later on. So that's kind of interesting. I had a talk with Takashi-san. I told you before, didn't I? We talked about fishing. It was a very meaningful talk. I caught a horned frog for the first time the other day. It is a sheer pleasure to catch a new kind of frog. Fishing is great after all. That's a lot of mighty claws. Okay, anything new from Hajime? So you were a dangerous machine after all. I have nothing more to tell you. The things I know are worthless to you now. You don't care how the rust is gradually spreading, nor how the color of the sewage is a little different every day, do you? It's okay, you don't have to say anything. I understand that you are different. Okay. Wait. Code. That's only that. Do I just brute force this? Yep. Oh boy. Yeah, it's tricky memorizing that. It's nice to have a screenshot or whatever. Wait. I think it's different than it was before. As I mean in the original. Or wait. Yeah, it is different. Holy shit. So I can't really cheat that with my prior knowledge. Yeah, I'll took a screenshot of that one moment. I'll open it up. Okay. Yeah, I don't have time to memorize this kind of thing. Yeah, there used to be 5 rows before, and now there's 4. Here we go. Oh, cycles are laps now. Oh, whatever. I don't remember anything. Who am I? My memory is scattered. Why? Part of it is scattered and unreadable. To use this music score, I probably need to attach another part of this music box. A resonator, if we have it. I got the code needed to get the resonator. Now we can change this music box into a destruct device. It is in Ain's room. Volcarino didn't have it. Why has it now? The answer is right in front of you. I didn't understand it. No, I knew the answer from the beginning, but I don't want to accept it. Two contradicting problems. The first proposition, this world is wrong. The second proposition, is try to delete things that were wrong. No one would probably survive if I opened the floodgates. The thoughts I have, whose thoughts are they really? Who thinks this is wrong? Is it really me? Or am I the one who is wrong? What is judgment? Am I being smug? A will hanging in midair. Everything is just a fantasy that I've created. This world is my fantasy. This is probably correct. But what does that matter? That doesn't change anything. What does disappearing mean in this world? Could it be a meaningless thing? What is it to me? To me, it means that all the thoughts and problems I have right now will disappear. As far as I can understand. Then does it mean that deleting my fantasy means deleting myself? I'm going to quit thinking about it anymore. There are two things clear. No matter what it is, I don't want to make it meaningless. And I need to see my shadow again. These two things probably are not compatible. However, this is not a problem anymore. Who can know ahead of time whether the path one is planning to take is the right one or not? And we got the noise score. Yeah, looks like now I'll need to farm a fish. I mean frog. Fish frog. Not farm yield. But you get what I mean. Because I'll want the max upgrade I can get at the moment. That's gonna be quite a bit more money. So I could survive the noise score. Okay, what fish can I fish for? Unicorn, how do I get that? Lancer crab. How do I get unicorns, regular ones, I wonder? Guess I can check the shop. I remember getting some decent thing from Lou that allowed me to farm money, but I guess that might have been later on. Okay, the wrong shop. Let's see here. Roly Poly, Rusty Frog, Sucker, Male, Horn Frog. Horn Frog sounds kinda cool, but I doubt it's very good. Spoonhead. Unicorn. Here we go. Giant crab eater, and I'll want that later on. Okay, what do I need for unicorn? Land... Wait, that giant unicorn? Where's regular? A horned frog. Must I need a horned frog. Fishing info. That's pretty cheap. Almost all areas. Haku 1 to 3, root mimic, Godot, frog immediate. That's easy. Wait, no? Just want to check the price of the parts. I don't remember which ones I need exactly, but it shouldn't be too hard to determine by the price. I want to imagine roughly how much money do I need before I just go fishing a bunch. I probably got a lot of fishing, but I don't know, maybe I'll show first times I get a new fish or whatever. Maybe not. I'll see. When editing. But I imagine it's not the most interesting thing to watch. There are reserve tanks. I'll want at least like 5,000 at least for fuel. Yeah, that's all the stuff, so that's 5. Yeah, I'll want like 10,000 in total, maybe even more. Yes, that's quite a bit of fishing. I wanted to go to this fishing spot because it's just convenient location at the moment. Yo, what's up? Do you know Yogan? I've never seen it, but I hear it is a tiny and incredibly beautiful frog. It's so small that you can only catch it with fish hook number 0. I wonder which bait is best for it. And you know what? They say there is no albino Yogan. Instead there is a Yogan that glows in 7 colors. I heard this from Lao a long time ago, but I don't know if it's true. I'd like to catch a Yogan someday. Okay. Do I have any of those? No. What do I need for the horned dude? The horny dude. Frog imitator I could use. Hook number 3. But yeah, this was just like the whole story is just like backdrop for pretty much a fishing game. And in that regard, this is the most impressive fishing game of all. Like, screw those realistic fishing simulators, this is where it's at. Dark surreal stuff. That's how I like my fishing. Should I just fish for the big boys instead? I'm gonna want to catch the frogs that I haven't caught before. A bit more interesting that way at least. Why, really? Mock route again. I'm going to a different place just in case, because no way that bastard is that rare. And if it is, that's infuriating. There's just a pretty low tier frog is this hard to get. I don't buy that. Yes, finally. Okay, unicorn. Horned frog. Number 8. Wait. Prefers quiet places. Is this quiet? Is it sort of out of town? Wait, where was the crab eater? Prefers quiet places, so could it be another loose place? I'll go there just in case. It could be possibly here, like not in the middle of the map, but well, just to be safe. Stinger, fuck's sake. Lost the bait as well, oh no. At least got the horny boy first time now. Albino stinger. Lost the bait again. You bastard. I don't think albinos have any better properties as bait, so they're just expensive to sell. That's cool. Mark. Yeah, this is taking a while, so I think I'll just fish a bunch off screen and make a bunch of money. Because yeah, I don't have the patience for this at the moment. And I'm getting tired. Filming and speaking, I'd rather do something non-computer related. So yeah, I'll go save and wrap up this recording session. The fishing for that thing is tougher than I imagined. It would be nice to have some guide of which places are which. What counts as a quiet place or whatever. Because now it's like very ambiguous.